back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us mulling over the benefits of a professional photographer.
Mulling over it in the way that one mulls spiced apple cider.
Yeah, sure.
With joy and gratitude.
Obviously, I am a professional photographer, and that's great, but sometimes I need to be in the photos.
It's true.
Sometimes we do the tripod thing, and that's fine, but it's just when you have somebody come whose whole purpose is to take photos of one's family, it's just the best.
Yeah, your photography skills have carried us far and wide. We were thinking about, like, when was the last time that we had someone else professionally shoot our family photos? Ever? Has that ever happened?
With
our children.
The boys. Yeah, I don't know.
Because, like, our wedding,
yeah.
Has that happened since then at all?
I don't know.
I mean, like, Carly comes and Carly does some photography for work, and she'll get a few pictures of us sometimes, but I've never felt like, oh man, we really got to get some professional family photos taken, because we're like, you just do a really good job of capturing the boys, and usually there's a shot or two of all four of us with a tripod. But yeah, just having like a full photo shoot where you just get to be in them is such a treat.
So as we record, we do not have those photos back yet. Although shot it with Luanga, he actually was using my camera because he was thinking about borrowing it. He ended up buying his own.
Oh,
copy.
He did?
Yeah. So he's not going to need to borrow it.
The same kind of camera, though?
Yeah,
Wow.
the same one I have.
Good for him.
But yeah, so he was shooting with my camera. So I have the photos, but we haven't gone through them ourselves. He's doing all the editing. I actually offered to do the editing. He's like, no, I'll do it. Like, whatever, like give you the whole experience. So we're getting the whole deal. It sounds like we're going to have them back by the time this episode actually comes out. So hopefully there will be a blog post, maybe his own.
Yeah, it could just be
blog.
a link to his.
Might just link his blog. But we'll include that. And yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I went to the Arboretum, as one does in the fall.
In the fall, yeah. And that was the other thing. So we were talking last week about
Peak
how
fall.
we typically shoot in the fall. And I think partially that's because we're going to Green Bluff all the time, although we didn't go this year.
Mm-hmm.
But we go to Green Bluff all the time, and it would end up being the kind of thing where it's like, well, the colors are pretty, there's all kinds of things happening, so I want to bring my camera anyway. And it's like, well, all of the family's here, why don't we just do family
pictures? Yeah.
And so it kind of just became sort of forced tradition in the sense that I'm taking the photos anyway, and everyone's like, well, let's just plan on it.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's like getting dressed up the way they want to and whatever. So I think that's part of the thing, but it's like, even without going to Green Bluff, like, we still want our family photos in the fall. So that's what we did.
I will say, if I had my cake and been able to eat it too, we would have had a fall wedding.
Oh, yeah.
But alas,
I feel like we talked about that.
We did, probably. It's nice to remind people. I just love fall. It's so magical. Although I will say, unpredictable weather sometimes. Like,
unpredictable.
You never really know with October. Like, could be an absolutely beautiful sunny October day. Could be dumping rain. Like, you can kind of plan on colors.
Early October is pretty safe.
Yeah.
But maybe you don't have as many colors as you want quite yet, or maybe you do, but it is raining. Like, there's a little more risk. But I feel like generally the early October, first couple weeks of October, typically works out pretty well for people.
I think mid-October is generally considered like most likely to be peak fall around here.
Yeah.
However,
ended up being a little later this
year. Well, yes and no. Do you remember when we went to France? Do you remember? When we went to France, we came back at the end of October and our maple tree was still green.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
We were like, during that trip, because we were gone for what, 2 weeks? 2.5 weeks?
Yeah, well, maybe 2 total from like the time that we left this house to the time that we got back to this house.
So, but yeah, every time we FaceTime the boys, we're like, okay, how does the maple tree look? Is it turning yet? Nope, still green. I was like, they're just not paying attention. We got back end of October. I mean, a couple days before Halloween or something, maybe. And it was green.
Yeah, Luanga was saying that it was going to be an early fall. And it was, like, it started early,
a little early.
But it didn't actually, like, push into it for a while. So I feel like it ended up being a little bit later than average.
Maybe a bit longer.
Which
I will take. That's my dream. If we could just take fall and just stretch it out. then I would never ask for anything again in my life.
I would say peak fall here was basically October 30th, 31st.
The crowning glory. I mean, it was beautiful before that. It's still beautiful, but a lot of the leaves have fallen and some of them have dulled in color.
As our maple tree was just starting to change colors, the street, like down the hill a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
There were leaves everywhere on the ground, and we had almost nothing. So it's like it kind of rolled through Moscow in a weird way, too. It wasn't like evenly distributed.
We were talking yesterday about how, there's a lot of nice neighborhoods in Moscow, and, we would like to upgrade, to a larger space. But man, there is nothing, there's no other area no neighborhood that I can think of in Moscow that has as luscious of a fall as this neighborhood that we're in.
That you can think of, as if you can't think of all the neighborhoods in Moscow.
I haven't been to all the neighborhoods, but I think
haven't?
No, I haven't walked through every street in Moscow like you have.
Yeah, I guess I have. But still, there's not that many areas.
But yeah, it's true. I mean, the Arboretum's of course, incredible. So maybe some of the houses around there, but I think it's just that the houses and the trees are so old in this neighborhood. So you've got just like up and down the streets, just lined with maple and oak trees.
But our neighbor Donna sent us that photo. That maple tree didn't exist.
It didn't exist in the 60s, 70s?
I think it was like 1970, I think.
Yeah.
That's what she dated it to.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
and
they grow quick.
The Arboretum was established in 85.
Oh my gosh.
Even that's not that old.
Yeah, that's true. I guess maple trees kind of grow quickly, don't they?
But the Arboretum basically, that's 40 years. So we have a generation of the Arboretum.
True.
Anyway, the benefits of a professional photographer.
Reel it in.
Yeah. Luenga is absolutely great. He's great with kids. He's great with animals.
Oh, yeah.
He's great with families. He's great with posing. Everything's great about it. It was an extremely easy experience. I've never been on the receiving end of a dedicated family shoot with him. Like I always do weddings, and like we've exchanged a couple of photo shoots over the years where I shoot his family, he shoots us. Although when I honestly,
our first anniversary.
Yeah, I did our anniversary. Like
so 12 years ago.
There's been stuff like that, but he's like, oh, a 30-minute shoot, and I was like, 30-minute shoot? That's not very long. And like, obviously, like we go through a whole family at a wedding in less than 30 minutes, no problem. But I always do a longer shoot because most of what I shoot, I don't do that many family sessions. So most of what I do is friends. And so we're just kind of like wandering around and chatting and catching up and taking some photos and whatever. And it's just kind of this like relaxed, casual experience where he's like, most of the time he's shooting, he doesn't know the people otherwise. And maybe he'll get to know, repeat clients or whatever. But for the most part, he's just, he's all business. Not all business, but like,
sure,
he's on a mission. So I was like, 30 minutes. But he's like, no, it'll be fine. Like, there's only 4 of you plus the dog, like totally doable. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So we did in 30 minutes. Actually, I think it was closer to 40. There's a little bit of goofing around at the beginning with Maple.
Yeah, she's a goofer.
But yeah,
it was great.
What were your thoughts?
It was fantastic. It wasn't quite peak fall yet when we did the photos, and we didn't venture down into the Arboretum where some of the most like areas are. So I was like, man, I hope there's enough color like going on in the areas that we were going to be. Hope there's enough going on that we can really get some fun colors. And the one, he edited a couple photos that night of the shoot and sent them to us like a little preview. And man, one of the ones that he sent, like, I was like, yeah, he nailed it. Yeah. I don't know how you guys do it, how you spot like a single bush and you're like, yes,
yeah,
that's the bush. That's the money shot.
Yeah.
So,
photography is as much about what you include in the frame as what you exclude from the frame.
Yeah. It's a mix of science and art.
Yeah.
So far, what I have seen so far of the shoot has been incredible. And it was nice to just be there together and let the boys run around. Luenga's obviously great. And like you said, great with the kids and a good friend of ours. So, yeah, if you need photos of any kind, hire Brent Luenga.
I believe that we have several listeners in the Coeur d'Alene area. Renee, we still need to meet you. It's still on our list.
Wow. A personal shout out for Renee.
I cannot believe that it has been so long and we still haven't found a time. We just haven't actually been up in Coeur d'Alene very much anyway.
We really haven't. I think since
it's been
getting
a weird
Maple.
year. Yeah. Maple's been
Maple's
part of
ruined everything. I'm kidding. Maple has enriched our lives. But yeah, changed our traveling a bit.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some people that would potentially apply to. So there you go.
There you go, Renee.
Luenga Photography. He's the best.
If you're looking for a sign, there it is.